I'm here at part of the Hudson Highlands State Park Preserve, and I'm going to do the Bull Hill Loop. According to All Trails, it is 6.7 miles, but 2,000 feet of elevation. Good morning, everybody. I am going to be headed up the Washburn Trail. So I leave for Scotland tomorrow night, and I wanted to get in an elevation hike today with everything in my pack that I will be carrying when I'm in Scotland. Looking at the weather in Scotland, it's raining. It's not raining here today, so I will enjoy the Hudson Highlands and try to show you some beautiful views. This goes straight up, and then from the top you can see Manhattan on a clear day. I don't know, sometimes the haze gets in the way, but hopefully. And then it's a nice, long, slow descent. Pretty steep incline, and the road's all torn up. First time I climbed this, they hadn't put in stone steps, so it's helpful, especially after the rains. Hiking over the beautiful Hudson River, and over there is West Point. Looking down on Cold Spring. And again, let's get in there and see beautiful West Point. I think it looks better from the Garrison side, but that's okay. Okay, I'm only about 0.9 miles up, and two things. One, I've got a headband, and I can't keep wearing my hat. My hat gets really hot. So I've got sweat like pouring down my face. So the bottom of my t-shirt has been permanently untucked and is wet from wiping my sweat every 100 feet. Look, it's pouring off my nose. And yeah. What a difference a 10-pound bag makes. Not that I've done any real incline in the last 2 weeks, unfortunately, but anyway, there's where I'm headed. Onward and upward. All emergency rescue around here is done by volunteers. Hence, really good markings, so they don't have to save somebody in the middle of the night. Gotta go down before I go up. Look at this. All this water still. The peak is up there, very close. Very rocky part, almost at the summit. But as you can see, there's still water on the trail. Let me go this way. See if I can get a view yet. Not yet. And as always, thank God for the markers. Getting close. You can see Manhattan. So on this side of the Hudson, we have wonderful Constitution Marsh, and then right there is West Point, and this is the area where George Washington decided to put the second chain that was the one that stopped the British from getting up to Troy, to their fort way up there. They got through the first chain when they burnt down Fort Montgomery, which was right near the Bear Mountain Bridge. And I believe out here you can see Manhattan. It's hard for me to see on my phone, but yeah, she's out there. And this is Garrison. Beautiful Garrison. Beautiful Garrison where I live. So blessed. Following a huge B-52, I think. Heading down the Hudson over West Point. Pretty cool. I'm making pretty good time coming down the back side of the mountain. As I said, it's a nice, easy, slow, well, not necessarily easy with all the rocks, but that's okay. I'm equidistant between some young teenagers in front of me and some guys behind me. So that's good. Uh-oh. Okay. Time to open the map. Look at the size of this guy. Really lovely descent in the trees. It's quiet. except for rushing water still, because we had more rain yesterday. My heart really goes out to all the people who are suffering and losing their homes from wildfires. I will take too much rain, flooding in the garage, having to redo my chimney to keep water from coming down it any day, than having to abandon my home due to an oncoming wall of fire. Prayers to everybody out west. Oops. Which way am I going? Going this way. Because there's a little trail marker. So these frogs have gotten so big. Look at the size of these frogs. Look at the size of that frog. Oh my God. See, there's a normal frog, and there's a frog from hell. These ruins are known as the Cornish Estate. I used to hike here with the kids when they were little, and it was covered with vines. You couldn't even see it until you were on top of it. But they have cleaned it up nicely. There's the portico where the cars would come in to circle. I think it has 5 chimneys. That was the kitchen area. I'm not going to go down there today. But, wow, they cleaned up the circle. They did a nice job. They have signage now. Finishing up the last 10 minutes of the hike by traveling the driveway that went from 9D up to the Cornish Estate. Basically, I am walking. Hudson River's right down there. You can hear the train. And, yeah, the water doesn't stop. But this is a beautiful path. I passed a lot of young people hiking today. And somebody's passing me. Go, dude, go. Good morning. So just a tail end to yesterday's hike. I am getting this together, I swear. In my morning face, here we are, and my jammies and my coffee. But that was actually about 5.8 miles up Bull Hill and around the full loop. It was hot and hard in the beginning, and then really lovely. A lot of water on the trails. A lot of young people on the trails. It was great. I really enjoyed seeing so many folks out in nature on a Tuesday in August. And yeah, it took me about 3 hours, and my elevation gain was 1,300 feet. So I have to go. I have to pack up for Scotland, take care of things with regards to the house and the dog and, you know, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm flying. I get more nervous as I get older to fly, but as long as I get through security. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.